Hi everyone, I'm Wolvlox, and welcome back to SimCity Creator. And, as always, there is a new notice, so let's head on over to the mayor's office. Hello, Wolf. It's me, Maxis. Can I talk to you for a bit? Even in this time period, trash is a problem that must be dealt with. Gristle from meat, heads from fish, bones, skin, stems. Left alone, that sort of garbage will begin to rot, stink, and make your Sims sick. So you can understand why your Sims would like you to dig a hole and build a proper garbage dump. Naturally, the Sims don't care for the smell of rotting things, but as long as they're properly buried, they should have no problems with them, even if they're buried close to their homes. Oh yes, incidentally, you can only make one garbage dump, so be sure to choose its location carefully. Do you understand what to do now? Yes, we're going to dig a hole in the ground. I like how the screen fades to black behind him. No one knows it now, but in the future, this garbage dump will become valuable property. In more ways than one. So, welcome back to SimCity Creator. Last time, we finished the era, and we started to work towards unlocking the maps, and of course now just unlocking the garbage dump. So we're gonna place it. We are gonna actually place it near the houses. We're gonna place it actually right here. So I've just obviously been, of course, expanding the village some more, or the city some more. This isn't Minecraft. So what we're looking to do is to unlock those final two maps. Although actually, now that we have the garbage dump, what we should do is save, because the other things that we're going to unlock, the maps, we don't actually want our population to be that big while we progress to the next era, because like I said in previous videos, it will actually make the game kind of more difficult, because you'll have to reach higher population thresholds, and some of which aren't really even possible, which can make the final era of the game either really difficult or basically impossible. I mean, that's at least how the experience I've had with it, so I would recommend you try to keep your population just over the garbage dump threshold. But if you're trying to unlock the other maps too, then I would definitely just make another city. So our goal is really going to be like completing eras as we go, so that we don't have to step back and we don't have to start from another previous era again. We can keep the same city going. If we have to do that, it's not the end of the world. But hopefully we won't have to do that. So now that we have it saved, we can continue. Hopefully, I don't actually know what the map thresholds are. I didn't pull those up or anything like that, and it's been a while, so I'm not sure exactly what they are. But I do know that they're not terribly unreasonable. They're not too far outside of the city's normal. You don't have to expand it too much to unlock the bonus maps. It's basically just play a little bit longer. I did notice that I made a little whoopsie here with the residential zones, so we will have to bulldoze those in the next era, just to make it look correct and also just be correct. In the later eras, I don't know if it always results in the most balanced RCF bar, but it generally works. See, in the final era, we really have to focus. I mean, we're building a city, right? We got to make sure our population is as big as possible, and that's what this layout is allowing us to do, is trying to optimize as much space as possible. Because in this game, the city sizes are kind of limited, and it's kind of sad because they give you a lot of extra buildings to play with, but some of them aren't really useful if you want to just brute force, or even not even brute force, just be able to reach certain later eras. I really think the era system is. I just really think it's a good way to have an idea of how progressed your city is, just like what era you're in, because it's like almost like like what kind of technology your city has available to it. But obviously, of course, you're not researching technology in this game, unfortunately. Alright, hopefully we've built enough buildings that our population will keep growing, but I will be back with you when we unlock the first map, so I'll see you in a little bit. Hi everyone. A secret notice has just been delivered. Well, let's see what that's about. Peace! I'm sorry to bother you, Master Wolf, but I have big news. Wind City has grown to become an ancient civilization city. So to celebrate this momentous occasion, I have taken the liberty of adding a bonus map from this time period to free play mode. In the bonus map, you can try playing the game with new and unusual topography. I do hope you'll give it a try in free play mode. Oh, and please be sure to not forget to save your game when you're turning your DS off. If you don't save your game, the bonus map will disappear when you turn off the DS. Okay then, I hope you continue to enjoy challenge mode. The happiness of this city is in your hands. And that's our first map. I will be back when there's the second map. At long last, another secret notice has just been delivered. Peace, I'm sorry to bother you, Master Wolf, but I have big news. Wind City has grown to become a legendary ancient city. So, to celebrate this momentous occasion, I have taken the liberty of adding an excellent map from this time period to free play mode. In the excellent map, you can experience this time period's ultimate city. I do hope you'll give it a try in free play mode. Oh, and please be sure to not forget to save your game when turning your DS off. Thank you for that. We already know that. It'll disappear. Okay then, I hope you continue to enjoy challenge mode. The happiness of the city is in your hands. So, Dawn of Ancient Civilization is now complete. We've unlocked the 2 bonus maps, so if you're keeping count, the population thresholds that you have to hit are, it looks like 7,500 for the first map and 10,000 for the second map, which is the excellent map, the one we just unlocked. And of course, make sure to save so you don't lose them. But we're actually going to go check out free play mode and what else the game has to offer. I'll meet you at the main screen. All right, so now that we're at the main screen, we can see we have free play mode here, which is the mode they were just talking about. So what free play mode is, so yeah, we have no free save slots. What free play mode lets you do is you can essentially play any city you want without any real restrictions. So there's no milestones to hit. There is a pie chart, but there's no end for the time period. You just play throughout the time period for as long as you want. I don't know why you play through Dawn of Ancient Civilization, because you can't bulldoze, but see here we have the normal map, which is the one that's always unlocked, and then these 2 that we unlocked. So we have this bonus map, a map with unusual terrain. Free play mode is kind of interesting though, because it does give you these kind of like unique challenges. But for the most part, it's kind of just a way for me to mark progression. So we can see here we've unlocked every map. I made sure to save, of course. So we have that. You start out with modern day unlocked, but if you want to unlock all eras, you have to play through all of them. So there's free play mode, and we're actually going to look at our gallery, because this is the real way for us to know if actually 100% of the era. So we'll look at Dawn of Civilization here, and we can look through, in the gallery, you can look through every single building structure that's available in each era. So, and it gives you, actually, it does give a description to some of them, which is kind of interesting. I don't think we'll spend our time reading every single one of them, but there are a few ones that are kind of interesting. Let's check out the altar. A place where Sims prayed for dead Sims. It is said that unbelievable things happened at them. Interesting. See, they're much different than even the tooltips that they have in game when you're building a structure. So this one's a large grave built to honor a great Sim, buried along with beautiful offerings. So, but we can see here every building has been completed, and we can check over here. Of course, the symbol of the age. We have unlocked Tower of Babel. You can select up to 3 to play and to build in free play, but of course we've only unlocked 1 so far. And that's the building gallery, so we're all set there. Dawn of Ancient Civilization, we're all done with that. We can move on to the next era, which is what we're going to do now. So we're going to continue our pink save, I suppose. This is the one we just built the landfill, of course. We don't want to have our population too big, but it's okay that it's slightly over 5,000. So we're just gonna make sure that we have. I just wanted to make sure that we've in fact built everything. Yep. So let's move on to the next era. Thank you, thank you. Peace, Wolf. How nice to see you again. Ah, I see now. I can tell by your expression that you are now quite satisfied with the dawn of ancient civilization. Alrighty then, let's go on to the next time period. Yeah. Very well then. We won't be able to come back to this time period, but I assume that's okay with you. So as long as you have another save file, of course you'll be fine, because all you have to do is save to the other one. You just won't be able to ever come back to this time period, which makes sense. You know, as you progress to the next time period, you can't just go backwards in time. That wouldn't really seem right. But you can always, of course, just make another city or just go back to an earlier save if you use the other save slot. So, of course, already then, is what I'd like to hear. But first, I would like to experience a multitude of time periods and civilizations. I have prepared 2 different time periods for you to choose from. Please select the one you like from the 2 silhouettes. So, it doesn't just tell you, of course, but you're able to pretty easily determine that this looks more Eastern, so this is definitely Open Asia age. And this looks a little more like the Notre Dame. This is actually the symbol of the ages that we'll be building in the next eras, but for now we'll be going with the Open Asia age. I see. Wonderful choice, Wolf. Alrighty then, let's go on to the next time period. This marks the beginning of another long journey. I shall see you again soon. And you can see we have our little timeline sheet, and you can see there's actually enough room for another column. Interesting. It is the Middle Ages. The age of war has died down, and the country has been united. The Sims are living happily. Open Asia age, a time when the city was growing in leaps and bounds with agriculture at its base. The Sims have built many new buildings that perform different services for the community and have created a bountiful, wealthy society. But in this society, there is one thing that Sims feared more than any other: frequent destructive fires. So we gotta stabilize the city. I'm sorry I couldn't read all that. It really does move way too fast. The authorities of this age ruled their cities by paying taxes and tribute through money or harvest goods. The Sims of these cities were able to live in safety. However, not all was peace. Not all was at peace. In this age, without electricity, all cooking and lighting was accomplished using fire. And the slightest misstep could result in a vast, deadly citywide fire. But the firefighters of the day, composed mainly of carpenters, helped protect against them. And so, you will want to connect the city's areas via roads. Use taxes collected from Sims to build up your funds and increase the city's size, and create a well-balanced series of jobs for both firefighters and local officers. Please be sure to keep these 3 points in mind as you go about developing the city. Also, from this time period on, 3 zones that are crucial to the city's development will be used. So I was talking about 4. The RCF bar: residence, commerce, and farms, agriculture, commerce. Places where Sims live, where they buy and sell, and where they make food. The longest section is which one Sims desire the most. Keeping an eye on this meter and keeping your zones balanced is the key to advancement. As usual, I have entered this information in the game's memo for you. If you're ever unsure as to what to do next, please be sure to use it for reference. Okay then, that's enough. That's enough of long explanations. Sorry about that. This marks the start of a very long journey. We have to develop the city and bring the population up to 20,000 Sims. That's actually a typo, because I think we have to bring our population up by 20,000. Okay then, Wolf. I will see you around the city. And before we do anything, we're gonna basically instantaneously unlock some new buildings, or I think so. Yeah, we unlocked the firefighters and the citizen police basically right away. But you can see our temple has become or our little altar has become a shrine, and well, we're finally here. We're finally past the dawn of ancient civilization. So I'm Wolflox. Thank you so much for tuning in. And the next time, in the next episode, we'll definitely be continuing throughout the Open Asia age. So I will see you in the next one. And thank you so much. Peace.